Hello everybody, this is my 9th review of films to come out in 2025. Today we're talking about Paddington in Peru, the third installment in the Paddington series. This is directed by Dougal Wilson. It was a disappointment for me that Paul King would not return as the director of these films. It was also disappointing to hear that Sally Hawkins would not reprise her role. But anyways, would I recommend Paddington in Peru? Yeah. If you're a fan of the first two movies, I think you'll enjoy this one too. I do not think this will be a disappointment. I like the second Paddington movie the best, but I honestly can't decide whether I like the first or this one more. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie, but overall, it's not distractingly different than the other two in the series. The direction feels pretty similar. The editing actually feels very similar, which is weird because the editors of the old films are no longer in it. But this editor really captured their style, and I feel like kept the character of the old films. The editing is a really big part of these movies, in my opinion. Also, Emily Mortimer taking over for Sally Hawkins. I mean, it's a little distracting to have the face be different, but I think she did a pretty good job. It doesn't feel quite like the same character or anything, but it's not to say she's bad. The movie's paced out very well. There's a segment near the end of the film where two action sequences are happening at once, and I think they accomplished it really well. It's a lot of fun. The best parts of this movie, though, are definitely Olivia Colman and Antonio Banderas. They are really great in this, and both of them are just got so many laughs out of me. I'm a huge fan of Olivia Colman in particular. So yeah, it was really fun to have them in a Paddington movie. I think they work with this tone really, really well. The absurdity and cartoony presentation is just really fun in all of these movies. The sort of cheesy family moments, especially like the ending of this movie, is kind of the stuff that appeals to me the least. But it works for what it is. They're kids' movies. I don't really enjoy like the Paddington shenanigans that much either. Like there's a scene where he's like trying to get on a hammock. There's a scene where like the opening of the film is him messing around in a telephone booth. Those are kind of an eye roll for me, but otherwise I like these movies a lot. In this movie, in comparison to the first two, I feel like the family is way more on board with like the Paddington adventure, which was kind of a fun change. They're not really a huge part of this movie. I really like the dad. I think the actor who plays him is very funny. Again, Sally Hawkins is missed, but yeah, that aspect of the movie is kind of not as big a part because I think the new actors and like this sort of like Peru adventure is kind of the focus here. I really don't have that much more to say. There are some kids movie cliches that don't appeal to me, but overall, I thought this was a lot of fun, and for like a live-action kids movie, this is pretty much the best you're gonna get. I'd give Paddington 3 or Paddington in Peru a 3 out of 5 stars. This was not disappointing at all, and honestly, I'm down for more Paddington movies if you can keep up this quality. On Monday, I don't really have any movies that I've seen yet in theaters, so maybe I'll go see the new Captain America movie, but otherwise, I'll have something out on Monday. And in the description, I will put a link to my Letterboxd list of the ranking of all the movies I've seen of 2025. You can see it so far on your screen. There's also a link in the description of the YouTube playlist of all of these 2025 film reviews. You can also find that on my channel page and to the right on your screen. Thank you for watching. Comments and ratings are very much appreciated. That's all I have to say. See ya.